Father George Rutler has had the allegations thrown out against him. It was thrown out by a New York district attorney. And I have talked about the situation a few times, and it seemed to be a very popular topic. Now, I have very little background on Father Rutler at all. Like, I didn't watch him on EWTN. I just didn't have access to EWTN, and I think he said the old mass. But yeah, these allegations, they were interesting, and I want to give credit to Ryan the Retrograde because he said that he thought that these allegations were kind of crazy, kind of ridiculous, and he said this at the beginning, whenever the allegations first came out. And I followed up on this, and LifeSite News posted a good article about it, kind of recapping the situation, where the girl who accused him of these allegations, she hired an attorney who had a very sketchy background, and the NYPD didn't like him. They kind of labeled him as some kind of guy who was just trying to get money out of the NYPD. So the whole situation just seemed very shady. There could have been a stunt double here who sat in Father Rutler's chair in the middle of the night while she videotaped him. And but anyway, the fact is that these allegations were completely bogus. They were thrown out, and I think it's easy to jump to conclusions, especially when it involves like a priest, especially what we've been hearing recently with a lot of the McCarrick stuff. But I think it's best for us not to jump to conclusions when these things happen. A lot of people, especially, and I think even like the traditionalist movements, they're not insulated from this type of behavior, but in a lot of cases, there are some traditional priests who are thrown out, accused of things that there's no basis on, just because they're traditional and the bishop hates them, or they offended someone by preaching the Catholic faith. So I do want to point out a tweet here. A lot of people were wrong about this. They were, celebrating that Father Rutler was accused here. And this was Dawn Eden Goldstein, who was a fake theologian. And she actually criticized Taylor Marshall and Tim Gordon in the past for things their viewers have commented. And she's just completely nuts. But, she doubled down on what she said about... She said, "I hope this story gets more attention. There may be other victims fearful of coming forward because Father Rutler has publicly styled himself a good and faithful priest, even placing his own alleged orthodoxy above that of Pope Francis. So she doesn't like him because he's traditional, and so she was more than happy to spread the rumor that he was a criminal, when in reality he wasn't, and she was wrong. So it's kind of awkward whenever you're completely wrong about these things, and as the Church of Pachamama and the Virus Church aren't usually wrong about everything. So we just have to be very cautious as to what we believe. I think like any kind of allegations can be taken seriously, but at the same time, don't be too quick to convict someone whenever they haven't been given due process. And in this case, Father Rutler claims are bogus. We can ignore them, move on, and he's not going to be able to move on very easily just because this shut him down for a while. He won't get a parish back, I would imagine. Hopefully he's found something to do in his semi-state of retirement. Maybe EWTN will let him back on. At the end of the day, we just need to support our Catholic priests, the ones who are Catholic. It's really hard to do so when we don't know all the facts. And this situation just shows that anyone can make up any story, especially like a celebrity. He was pretty much a celebrity priest. And anyone can make up a story against a celebrity. A lot of times it's not correct. Sometimes it is, though. Look at the McCarrick situation. So I don't really have anything else. I don't really have any other insight on that. So everyone, thanks for watching. We are the laity, and we will not be silent.